list of things you can't do.
Yeah?
And they should be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Like, no pornography.
There's gonna be a tits wiener character. Because if there's not, I'm gonna make one. And it's gonna be a fucking dick with a pair of tits on it, walking around. His name's Tits Wiener. It's a platformer.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wednesday Night Gentlemen Multimedia Empire official podcast. You are listening to episode number 55. This is a show where we like to talk about things like comic books, movies, TV shows, video games, and everyone's favorite political discourse. I am your host, Tactic Angel, and with me is Midget Radio, my murderous socialist friend.
Hello.
Midget Radio, how the heck are you, buddy?
Doing great. Tactic Angel, how are you?
I am okay. Had a nice big dinner, and now I've got some new whiskey that I haven't drank on the show before.
Oh, nice. What is it?
So I am drinking Union Horse Distilling Company Reserve Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Wow, that's a lot of words.
I disagree with the labeling of this
Okay.
because this is actually a Kansas hooch. Hooch from Kansas,
Okay.
which means that I don't think it can be bourbon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Only by definition. It is a great representation of American whiskey, though, and I quite enjoy it.
Wow. Fantastic.
It has a horsey on it, too.
That's adorable.
And it
And
looks
American.
Yes. 92 proof, so gets it done a little bit faster than most.
Nice.
I guess it's all small batch, too, because it looks like they wrote with marker on the front of this
Oh,
the batch
interesting.
number.
Wow. Okay.
So, I'm going to guess that they don't sell a ton, but here's hoping that they do. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it. Tactic Angel approves.
Well, fantastic. Fantastic. Speaking of bourbons, I am drinking the Maker's Mark.
Whew.
Yeah. I don't have anything left. That's why I'm drinking it.
Just in oh my goodness. Just in eyesight, I can see that I have left several bottles of whiskey up here. The Whippersnappers here. The VO Gold. Oh, I have some Johnny Walker.
Wow.
It's good. Tin Cup. Jesus. do I
Oh,
have to
wow.
clean
Tin
this
cup.
place?
God damn. Gee.
So anyway, we got enough to fall back on if I get through 3/4 of a bottle of Union Horse Reserve.
I love it. I think you can do it.
I'm not going to try. So today, what we are going to be doing for the second week in a row is talking about video games. This week, we will be responding to some of the things that we saw at E3, the annual Electronic Entertainment Expo out in California somewhere, LA probably, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care.
West Coast.
West Coast, left coast. So Midget Radio and I have watched all of the conferences. We are going to talk about the things that we really like and the things that we probably don't give a fuck about and the things that as old miserable bastards we simply would have played had we the time.
Sure. Yeah.
We'll start off talking about something that I think we probably both have some things in the like columns. We'll talk about the developers, what they're coming out with, and then we'll talk about the big two hardware manufacturers. I did not watch the Nintendo
Yeah, neither did I. Yeah.
podcast or whatever they call it. I run a podcast.
Yep. It's just
I
as
don't
good.
need, yeah, basically the same production value. Not even close. Bethesda, of course, situated out in Maryland, I think. They make games.
Yeah, they do.
Midget Radio. You watched the Bethesda conference. What
I did.
did you think?
I mean, it was interesting. I don't know. God damn it. It was fine. Were they the ones? Don't they make Rage? Did they start off with the Andrew WK?
Yeah.
I mean, so this isn't exclusive.
I have never seen so many old people in the crowd being like, this is going to end sometime.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not exclusive to Bethesda, but like, man, some of the fucking just some of the presentation, the theatricality of these fucking press conferences wore on me a little bit.
There were this year actually a couple of definite fumbles.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that this is I like Let's Get a Party Going as much as the next guy, particularly on Friday driving home 60 miles an hour on a sidewalk.
Sure. Yeah. That's the best time for it.
Yeah. But I actually had to look it up, and I'm like, are these the same guys? Because this song sounds exactly the same, except that they changed the words.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they got rid of the main guitar riff and switched it out. Anyway.
So yeah.
But it still had the same beat and some of the same, like, the guy playing rhythm was doing basically the same stuff.
Yeah. So that happened. That was great. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously the biggest game was Fallout 76. I'm super excited for the Doom sequel as well. And I can't remember what else I saw in that conference.
You saw Rage.
And I saw Rage. I remember mostly Andrew WK and being like, man, how old is he now? That's what I was thinking pretty much.
And then there were some other things. They announced that they're working on an Elder Scrolls.
Yes.
By showing us a picture of a mountain with some fog and clouds.
It was a pretty mountain. I liked the fog and clouds. Yeah.
And it said Elder Scrolls 6 or whatever. And you're like, I guess that's an applause line?
Yeah. So that's exciting. I am really curious about their Starfield single player space, whatever the fuck. And they were just like, this exists, man.
There's not enough. There's not enough there for me to get all hyped up.
Yeah.
But yeah, space should be pretty easy because I'm guaranteed spaceships, which is a plus.
Hell yes.
Usually spaceships are accompanied by robots. So
that's true. That is true.
Big plus there. I'm going to be real honest and say I don't think that Fallout 76 is the big news out of this, mostly because we knew it was already coming.
Sure.
And when they started talking about it, it actually really broke my heart.
Really?
Because it was like every human that you see is a real person.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I immediately said something in my head that was, well, I don't want to fucking play this game. And then I was like, oh God, what has Midget Radio done to me?
Yes. You're finally seeing the light.
I want nothing to do with this.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, when he first said that, I was like, nope. But I mean, it sounds like they're attempting. I don't understand really what they're doing, because it sounds like they're going to attempt to mitigate the population, right? Where there's going to be infinity fucking dedicated servers, it sounds like. And you'll join a server, but there will only be like maybe a few other people on it. I mean, he did go out of his way to make the point that, you know, this is supposed to be the fucking wasteland. It's not a goddamn carnival. I'm just not totally sure how they intend to like manage that. If it's going to be like Conan Exiles and there's going to be like private servers, or
I was kind of going to say the same thing. I mean, Conan Exiles is a pretty good model for it if the game would work.
Yeah. Well, surely Bethesda can make it work.
Yeah, they never released
right out of the
games.
box.
I'm sure that it will be more playable than Conan Exiles 6 months after its launch.
Yeah, probably.
I just don't know, because like there was a lot of things, the whole you team up with your buddies and you go on these raids to take over nuclear silos, and then you fuck up other people's bases.
Yeah.
You're like, well, that doesn't do anything for me.
No.
Because I kind of like my base.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not interested in like a competitive mode like that. I mean, I do kind of love the idea of being able to take over a nuclear silo and just have nukes at my disposal. But to like use them on other players in some sort of competitive environment, fuck that. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I basically, like, everything they said, like, Fallout was pretty much, you know, both of us are going to look at that game and we would have to find a reason not to buy it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm absolutely going to get it and play it. And there is a single player experience, so...
yeah, it was a little vague.
It was. He's like, it's there. Good. That's good.
But actually, he kind of moved me off of my position into, I'm going to wait and see.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't need to be there day one if it's going to be, you know, some bastardized Fallout Online.
Yeah. 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 Because, I want, like, a rich, you know, single-player experience. That's the first thing I want. So...
And I don't mind if, like, the idea of saying, hey, buddy, do you want to come into my world? And I could just join your world, right?
Yeah.
I could, like, open the door and you could connect to me and we could go, like, duo stuff.
Yeah.
Or, you know, get the rest of our crew together and even, like, do 3 or 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
Like, that's all cool. But having to deal with, you know, Bumblebee 624.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Found a planet. Now he's shooting nukes at you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm not into that either. And I didn't like, because when he was saying like you would get onto a server, right? And you would keep all of your progress, you know, your character experience and all that shit. And then he went into, you know, you can also build anywhere, kind of like Conan Exiles. And it's like, well, what do you mean? What do you mean all my shit comes with me? Like whatever fucking server I log into, my huge base. Yeah, really? Like, what if? Yeah, I mean that just I don't understand how the hell that's supposed to work.
That's why I think it's probably gonna have to be like the Conan Exiles solution, because like if you built a base and I built a base and they were on top of one another, and then it's like let's play together.
Kind of mutated fucking structure we would have.
It'd be like the Starship Pegasus, where the crew members are fused with the bulkheads.
Yeah.
I had to get that out there because, of course, we had a non-Star Trek reference.
That's true. We did. I'm glad you got. Yeah. Thank you for making up for that.
I cried into some whiskey when I realized that we had gone an entire episode without making some oblique reference to Star Trek, no matter how little it fit.
Pretty sad. Kind of an off day, you know. Every podcast has them.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I don't know how that works. And that's why kind of the Conan server thing kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But being able to go and play with anyone, I don't know how that works when you can take it all with you.
Yeah.
So
I don't understand it. Oh well. Still
my big takeaway from this was when they started the super grungy, ugly metal from the Doom
yes
theme. And I was just like, fuck yes.
God, you know, we didn't really get anything except for that it exists and that it's gonna be called Doom Eternal, and there's footage, there's like a trailer sort of, but it looks fucking awesome.
We did get that kind of like the scroll up. I was kind of hoping they called it Doom 2 Hell on Earth, which is kind of what it was, I think, originally called.
Yeah.
And like Hell on Earth is a great subtitle for Doom.
Absolutely.
Because it's literally true. Anyway.
Yeah.
But like they did that kind of the same thing. The Skyrim, I'm gonna go over this mountain.
Yeah.
Corpses.
Yeah.
And then there's all this other stuff going on.
Yeah.
But we actually did see other stuff. You could see familiar demons in the background. You can also see some other creatures that we can speculate what in the world they do.
Yeah.
Some of them appear to fly, which sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But we will see. We will see. I'm looking forward to it. Doom was just a beautiful, frenetic experience and such a departure from kind of the Call of Duty nonsense that we've been seeing for the last 15 years.
Yeah, my God, I know. Yeah.
It actually had kind of like it kind of had like the Bloodborne version of attacking, which was if you're hurting, you need to go all in.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Because there's no hiding behind the pillar and waiting for your health to regen.
Yeah.
If you get effed up by the cyber demon, you pull out that chainsaw. You make it happen.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited for that game, and even though they call it Doom Eternal, I'm just gonna keep thinking about it as Doom 2 all the time. Doom 2. It's Doom 2. Can't wait to play Doom 2.
I hope they remix some of the old Doom 2 music.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I hope that the machine gun still has the heavy metal guitar riff in the background.
Yeah, that would be, God, that game was fun as hell. Yeah, I'm definitely excited for Doom. Fallout and Doom were I think, at least for me, the things I was really waiting for.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You can also play Fallout Shelter on your PlayStation 4 now.
Yeah.
I tried.
It needs a patch.
I'm going to say, I don't think that this interface is super good.
Huh. Okay.
I think that you're much better off playing it on your tablet.
That's too
where
bad.
you can drag and drop people rather than trying to mouse or cursor them into other places.
Huh. Interesting.
So, I played that for about 15 minutes before I was like, I've already played this game. I do not need to do this again.
Nice.
So that was fun. Just know I like that game kind of as a tablet experience. I don't play a lot of games on tablets or mobile devices.
Yeah, neither do I.
I am a pro.
Fuck yeah.
I only use consoles.
That's right, man. Everything else
and
is fake.
sometimes PC.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I can't do it.
Well, they also announced that fucking Skyrim game Blades for the iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the reference to you can play it in vertical mode.
Yeah.
Because
portrait, that's really important.
Because I met my brother's girlfriend and she works for a software developing company that does it. And there's a big push to making everything playable vertical.
Oh, interesting.
Because if you can play your game vertically, you can hold it as though you're reading an article.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody reads an article in landscape.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're holding your phone in landscape, you are fucking around. If you're holding it upright, you could be doing anything during the meeting at work.
Wow.
So yeah, other than that, like I thought it was kind of interesting, but I think it's going to play like balls.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, the touch interface just, for a game like that. But
you can swipe in any direction.
Great. Fucking, so it's Fruit Ninja, basically. Skyrim.
Fruit Ninja Skyrim.
Awesome.
I never played Fruit Ninja because I don't play shit on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else you want to add about Bethesda?
No. No, I mean, overall, I'd say good conference, but yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Let's talk about ye old Electronic Arts.
Okay, this one I did not watch, so you will have to tell me about this.
You weren't supposed to say anything.
Or I'm going to say it anyway. Doesn't matter.
So, I will describe it.
Okay.
Shooter, sports game, shooter, sports game. Sports game, shooter. Driving game, shooter, sports game.
So I think you described why I didn't watch this one.
Every year, this conference is exactly the same. You just add numbers to the ends of the game.
Yeah.
Did you know they're making another FIFA?
Wow, no way. What's it called?
It's FIFA whatever +1. Probably FIFA 19.
Yeah.
Another sequel.
Wonderful.
I was really worried that the most popular sport on earth with the most money-grubbing studio supporting it wasn't going to be able to secure that license and make another exclusive game.
Touch and go there for a while, but yeah.
I have only one thing to say about this conference, and that is I am marginally interested in playing Battlefield 5. Going back to World War II in a Battlefield game should be fun. World War II is kind of the end-all be-all of military conflicts, and
let's hope so.
Well, it was the last total war. Anyway. Moving right along to Ubisoft. Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. Yeah, that's how they. Yeah.
Midget Radio. Did you have any strong opinions about Ubisoft?
I kind of hated it. I felt like it was, of the ones that I did watch, it was the most obnoxiously theatrical.
It was padded with a lot of nonsense and could have easily been 2/3 its length.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they start off with like Dance Mania 58.
Oh my God, that was long for just Dance Game. Jesus.
And they've got dancing mascots and colorful ladies and a marching band.
A bunch of shit.
I feel really sorry for anyone in attendance because that has got to be loud as shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They started outside and then they like ended up in the theater and you're like, oh my God, man.
Such a good time.
I thought it was a video, but then it was like, it's really happening. And God, fucking... It was kind of mind-numbing, so.
Did any titles stand out for you either as being amazing or really terribad?
Well, I was interested in what the fuck, Skull and Bones, but mostly because of you. Maybe Bones and Skull. I don't remember.
Skull and Bones.
Bones and Skull.
Skull and Bones actually did another one of these, and for basically the same reason. Like, I thought they were going to do Skull and Bones, and it was going to basically be like For Honor with ships.
Yeah.
But like what? Like, I still love the idea because sailing around in one of these tall ships is just, I mean, like, there's an aesthetic there that is just, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And honestly, the engine looks good. Models look good. Water looks good.
Yeah.
Great.
I like the amount of customization you can bring to your ship is kind of cool too. Mm-hmm. That's pretty sweet.
I think a lot of it looks terrible, but yes, I like the amount of customization you can put into your ship.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why I thought it was going to be For Honor, but with ships.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like 5v5, and you could play versus the computer or you could play versus other people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like an MMO. Because you're always online and you're floating around and other people can see you. And literally I watched an interview with it afterwards and they said, well, what if you want a single player experience? And literally the guy said, well, if you see somebody else, then you should just run away.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And it's like, the more honest answer would have been, there really isn't one.
Yeah.
But so again, title I was super interested in, and the conference managed to move me into we will see.
Yeah. That's kind of where I landed too. Other than that, I was only mildly curious about Assassin's Creed, and the only reason I was curious about that is just because it's set in Greece, which is
They've also made it into what looks like a full-on RPG.
Yeah, that's kind of it does kind of sound like that's the direction they were headed with it. I couldn't tell I mean that's what they mentioned anyway. I don't know how deep the RPG elements are. But yeah, leveling up and skilling up and all that shit. I don't know.
I think, well, okay, action RPG, so you could figure, I mean, you can actually put things like Batman Arkham City in that same category.
Yeah.
And they would do well to consider maybe aping that as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because their one-hit combo nonsense on Assassin's Creed has long been a thing that I have no interest in whatsoever.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. So yeah, I just like that it's set in Greece. That's it. Otherwise, it'll have to be like a really good Assassin's Creed game for me to actually play it, though. Yeah.
And I mean, once again, in the we'll see category, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't plan on getting it. I love the Greek aesthetic. Another just beautiful era of arms and armor.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the statues. I don't think there were that many statues. They were in kind of weird spots, but like this, there was a statue to Zeus. There's a statue of the Minotaur, and a statue to Poseidon, and it was just, the environment was really cool. And I like that you get to talk to Socrates, even though I don't think Socrates was ugly enough in the way they designed him anyway. But
I did see a funny article about Socrates' role in this game is basically to annoy the piss out of the player.
That seems fair.
By making him question all of his decisions.
That sounds pretty fair.
Yes. I will give them a shout out for the love that they continue to show for Honor.
Okay, yeah.
Because it does look like they are adding a significant amount of content to that game. Yeah. I am not sure if it is going to be free, but I guess they're adding 4 new warriors that all look to be sort of mainland China inspired.
Yeah.
And I guess another game mode. I'm not sure how that's going to work. But For Honor is a game that is intensely interesting conceptually and sometimes fun to play too.
Cool.
I should say I have played The Division. They rolled out The Division 2.
Yeah. I never did play that game.
I came away with a solid meh.
Yeah. All right.
Partially because they had like that really weird demonstration where they have like all of the people pretending to play the game. And they're like, hey, buddy, you should go over there to the crate. There might be some sweet loots in there. Oh, good call. I did not see that. Open. Oh, man, sweet. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
You're like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
This is terrible. People do not talk like this on the internet.
Yeah.
At least not the people I know.
No.
Because if it's our group, it doesn't sound like that.
No, fuck no.
You could not have it at a conference. No.
No, you couldn't. You definitely could not. God damn it.
Yeah. Anything else on Ubisoft?
No. No.
These people are traditionally like the ruiners of fun.
Yeah.
They always have good concepts and they always manage to make it terrible.
Rocksmith is a good game. I'm always gonna praise them for Rocksmith.
Yeah, but Rocksmith is an implementation that's obvious.
Yeah.
And really all they need to do is kind of make that.
Yeah.
And they did, and it's fine.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen them make another one
No.
in 4 or 5 years, which is annoying.
No. Oh, yeah. They do.
Well,
just
they
keep
really
releasing.
don't need to.
Yeah, they don't.
But
They do release content like every week though on it.
That's nice.
But yeah.
But still, whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Moving past the developers
Ubisoft.
into the big two.
Okay.
Let's start with Microsoft.
Okay.
Microsoft had a press conference.
They have a video game system.
They have a video game system, and they have games that you can play on it. And most of those games they didn't make.
Yeah.
And you can play them elsewhere.
Yeah.
I guess we're getting Battletoads, a Cuphead expansion.
Yeah. Battletoads. I'm actually kind of curious about that, but yeah.
I'm not even sure if Battletoads is exclusive. I'm pretty sure Cuphead is still console exclusive. You can buy it a lot cheaper on the computer if you want to off of Steam. They showed us Devil May Cry 5, The Division. These are all things you can play elsewhere.
Yeah.
It looks like they have 3 exclusive titles coming out. And this is sort of the sad thing.
Yeah.
Because you could say it any year. Making it kind of like the EA of conferences. Again, Halo. Can you believe they're making another Halo game?
Thank God.
Gears of War 5 this time.
Yeah.
Can you believe they're making another Gears of War?
Amazing.
And Forza. You can play another car game.
Yay.
We have one every year.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love any of those franchises,
Nope.
which is probably why I don't own an Xbox.
Yep.
And they didn't show us anything that would make me need to buy an Xbox because I don't like any of those franchises. And that's all they have.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did mildly piss me off with people have complained that we don't have enough first-party games. So we went out and bought a whole bunch of independent developers so that they won't make games for other systems.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah. That is a strategy.
Yeah.
And I guess you could probably fault Sony for doing the same thing. Usually they don't walk out and say, we have purchased 4 studios today.
Yeah.
It's usually they pick up one. They have some exclusive titles that have developed through third parties. They want to lock that relationship down. They buy a majority share.
Yeah.
And then they run it.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit more natural, I guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I will mention, because we're going to be coming up on Sony pretty quick, I think. Microsoft had a very polished and very traditional conference.
Yeah.
Which I feel like really helped them considering what we're going to be talking about next.
This is the segue into Sony?
Sony.
All right.
Sony, their press conference is literally why is this in a barn?
Do you think Sony is just so confident in their place in the console market that they're just whatever?
I kind of feel like they wanted to take a chance and to make something that was new and special and memorable. But what it did is it really fucked up the flow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because they literally just had that thing, and the guy plays the little guitar.
Yeah.
And 3 minutes into that, then we cut to like a cut scene from The Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna have intermission. Could everybody get up?
Get the fuck up. Move your
go
fat
over there?
fucking asses.
Does everybody have to get on a bus? Because I'm pretty sure they're in a barn.
There was part of me watching that where they were like, was Sony just like, you know what? The conference is where I say it is. Whenever I fucking say it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it was like, you could tell that like they didn't test how long does it take 3,000 people to move from one seat to another.
Yeah. And was there a reason for it? Because wasn't like the rest of the conference just felt like basically a fucking stream of game trailers. Some dude gets out and like, hey man, this game, here's a video.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I think they were really trying to hit. Okay, I think that The Last of Us was a game that, at least at this point, might be lightning in a bottle.
Yeah. Oh God, I think so. Yeah, I don't.
And
yeah.
And I'm not sure if it's sequel worthy or if it's sequel possible.
Honestly, like I don't know. I don't know. I guess we both played that game. Honestly, when I played that game, I thought like I was really disappointed. I thought it was, and it was mostly because of the hype, because that fucking game was hyped up all to hell. And you know, so many of the things that were said about it was that it's like it's this like really, you know, it's realistic and it's like down to earth and all of this shit, and it's like you're playing it and it's like, I remember playing as what's her name, like Ellie or whatever, the little girl, and you're you're running around like this compound, and there are like 300 fucking adults trying to kill you at this thing. You're like, wait, this is like post-apocalyptic. How did 300 people in this community have the fucking time to hunt a little girl? Like, it's just ridiculous. And there's still like stupid video game stuff in there. This is the boss fight. Okay, if I hide under here, he won't be able to see where I am, and then I need to get out and jump on his back and hit him, and if I do that 3 times successfully, I'll win the boss fight. Like, it's still like there's still video game bullshit all over that game. I mean, it's hard for me to play something like that and be like, yeah, this is really realistic. Like,
I get it, and I agree with you in terms of that. I didn't find that I mean, honestly, that game struck me as just dour.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And like, I just couldn't get through it because I didn't really like Ellie that much. I thought Joel was all right from time to time. All the supporting cast past them, I don't remember any of them.
No, neither do I.
All I remember is that the first scene is fucking tragic.
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it's a game of high stakes video game stuff, because I get it, like one shot kills people and you're like, yes,
great,
that's great,
yeah, wonderful.
And I like some of the combat stuff because you would see, even though you're button mashing, like Joel picks up a box off of a thing and whacks him in the face rather than swings his fist.
Yeah.
And then when you get somebody in a corner, you kick him into the corner.
Yeah.
The guy hits the wall and books fall down. And then you take one of the books and you just whack him over the head.
Yeah.
And you're like... Anyway, I mean, I get that. But like the clicker plot, not interested.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
And yes, your complaints about, is it realistic that 1 billion people
they're trying to survive, right? In this fucking
are gonna try to kill this one girl and this guy with not a particularly good beard.
It's just I mean, it's completely absurd. And honestly, like, it's basically Uncharted but without any sense of humor. It's like part of what makes Uncharted so great is its sense of humor, and that you're not taking this all that seriously. Like,
it's Nathan Drake and Sully. And actually, that's one of the things that kind of made the last Uncharted game, A Thief's End, a little bit sucky too, because you got into all this like heavy family stuff.
Yep.
And it's like,
I don't want to deal with this.
Serious.
Yeah. I don't care. Yeah.
What happened to me hanging out of the back of an airplane that crashes in a desert?
Yeah.
Because that's great.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, like, for Naughty Dog in particular, their like cutscenes and the voice acting and all of that stuff, I kind of forget that they're not real people. It's real easy for me to forget that sometimes, and I like props on that all day. But I don't give a shit at all about The Last of Us 2. I just it's just not an interesting franchise for me.
I'm not. I want to say that somehow I came into possession of a copy of The Last of Us on PS3. And then my brother gave me the remaster on PS4. And in both cases, I got a little bit further on the PS4. Okay. But on both cases, it was just like, I really don't care.
Yeah. It's not fun. Like, it's just, I don't think it's fun. And I can't really get that invested in it because it's still absurd. It still has a lot of the same absurd elements that a game like Uncharted does. But Uncharted is at least mildly self-aware, you know?
It's hard to make that game, particularly coming off of the Uncharted series without having the unrealistic numbers, but it's
But then it's like I can't take this seriously, man. I can't play a little girl who has just fucking slaughtered 400 people and pretend like this is a realistic game. Like,
she can bench like 45 pounds, man.
That's fucking crazy. Like, throw in a couple jokes, man. Then maybe I'll want to play it.
And even if they're not like legitimate knee slapping Nathan Drake, and Sully sorts of jokes, you could have a situation where at least somebody has some dry humor, because dry humor works in these sorts of situations. Yeah. And I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. Last of Us 2. You know, for anybody who enjoys that franchise, it looks good. It looks like The Last of Us 1. So,
but
there you go.
But different.
Yeah. Enjoy.
I think one of the next things we saw was Death Stranding. What?
Oh, is this the dude from The Walking?
Yeah,
Kojima and the dude from The Walking Dead goes backpacking.
I think so.
For a long time, I guess. Just a lot of.
He was carrying a body around. I saw that.
A lot of different environments.
Lots of different things to carry. Yeah.
It's just a fucking, what's that actor? Norman Reedus. Hipster adventure, I guess. It's like,
all I know is that I watched the whole thing and I don't know what's happening.
Nope.
And I don't know that I care.
Nope, I don't. I definitely don't. I don't really like putting actors in video games so much. It kind of takes me out of it. So, it honestly, like, just looking at it, it just looks like a fucking vanity project for the Walking Dead actor. Well, you want to control me walking around? Here you go. finally have. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I don't know, because like I don't think that guy is a big enough actor for that to be. I think they went out and they got him.
Maybe. I know.
And then it just becomes. I mean. Well, he's been in The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
And
but he's like,
what else?
In The Walking Dead.
But what else?
Probably some other movie where
the point is that
he has hair and it's like a tough
guy. The point is that you don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer.
So I don't know, because like when you say that, I think of other things like LA Noire, right? So they had Aaron Staton.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
And like they did a lot to try to, because like a lot of that game was about reading visual cues and trying to tell if people were, telling you the truth or lying or whatever.
Yeah.
And so there's a part of me that's like, I mean, you kind of need a real person.
Yeah.
So why not make it the actor that plays him? I don't know. But
I'll play a Nicolas Cage video game. That would be kind of awesome. That I could get behind.
I'm sure that we could come up with some others, like a JCVJ.
That would be
officially licensed.
Okay.
From the canceled television show.
I would, yeah. That would be amazing.
Brought to you by High Moon Studios.
Oh, please. I would just set up 2 chairs and do the splits all the time. It'd be fucking awesome.
You would be so injured.
Oh, I would love that. So yeah,
all right,
backpack adventure, and
neither of us are getting that game.
I'm gonna need to know a lot more.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, I actually thought that looked pretty cool. Yeah, I just liked sort of the overall aesthetic of that game, but I didn't understand where it took place.
It takes place in Japan.
Okay.
You are
the Mongolians
samurai,
are invading, right?
And the Mongolians are invading.
Okay.
Which actually did happen.
Okay. That I was confused on. So yeah, it's the samurai shit. That was awesome. Oh god. I loved the fucking, I think it was like the first fight scene in the game where he comes up on like 3 dudes. I'm guessing they're 3 Mongolians. Yeah. And they have the straight up like samurai style Mexican standoff, like 7 Samurai style. Mm-hmm. That was fucking awesome. And the dude rushes at him. He pulls the katana out, kills the dude just 1 hit. That was amazing. I really liked that sequence.
Yep.
I saw that and was like, yep, I want to play this now. Just for that.
I'm not 100% because here's the thing. And we haven't really talked about this because we haven't talked about From Software's new game.
Yeah.
So you have Neo, which is a game that is like Dark Souls, but is set in kind of weird Japan.
Japan, yeah.
And I guess they have a new game, and it's going to be called Sekiro.
Okay, yeah, and tell me, because when I don't know if you watched it live or not. I watched it after it had already played, and I didn't get anything from I saw From Software, but the audio was all fucked up on the video that I saw, so I didn't hear anything, or I don't have any idea of what the game's about.
Well, it's set in Japan. You're a guy who died, but apparently just lost his arm, and now you have like a bone arm grappling hook thing.
Okay.
And you fight people.
Well, that sounds kind of awesome, I guess.
Did you realize that From Software also made Tenchu?
Oh, did they really? I didn't know that. Holy shit.
What are they doing to my life?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
Remake Tenchu 1.
Right? Just the first one. Yeah.
Just do it.
God damn. I did not know that. That's fucking awesome.
You can do the original, or you can do the American release because it has the 3 extra boards. Nobody cares.
Ugh, that's badass.
Anyway, so I don't know. Like there's that, and the other thing, and now we have Tsushima. And it's like, I don't know if I have enough Japan in me for this.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really, really curious about that game. I think it looks fucking gorgeous.
It does look gorgeous.
God.
And I love the color palette, and I kind of love, I mean, if you watch the old things, there's always this theme in Japanese culture about, beauty and tranquility and like with the Zen stuff. Yep. Instant or sudden like epiphany or enlightenment or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's why you have the samurai that are so like sedate, and then in a moment they do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like, I don't understand what's happening in this game. And I actually would have liked to see some push button prompts to see how is this happening.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I was a little disappointed that it was in English also. I don't know why.
Yeah, I could see definitely having like, I mean, it's a Sony game. They can probably find somebody who can speak Japanese.
Right? There's probably Japanese versions. Maybe you can turn it on. Maybe you can just be like, I want to listen to the Japanese audio with English subtitles. That would be nice.
I don't need the English words. I actually think that would probably be better.
That would be kind of interesting, but it might be hard to know what to do sometimes. But I'm not sure why I'm going to this place. But
no, I mean, like I don't want everything to be in Japanese. I just want the dialect. So like I press start and it says paused, P-A-U-S-E.
Sure. But then like some character is speaking Japanese to you. Like, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you're asking me to do on this quest.
Well, you have to have the subtitles. Read.
Okay, there you go. So subtitles, yes, yeah. I don't want the English, really. I don't want English audio, basically. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was gorgeous. How
did you not come to this conclusion that there would need to be subtitles when you wanted to listen to the thing?
Because that's what I just fucking said. I wanted, you can turn on the Japanese audio or whatever, and then have the English subtitles. And you said no, something. I don't want the English words. That's what you said after that. I don't want the English words.
I believe I said I know, not no as in you're wrong.
No.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You're a madman.
You're an asshole. So we're both pretty okay with that.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm very curious about that one.
Spider-Man.
I want to play this game so badly. I know you probably don't, but I want to play this game so fucking badly, and it's just because of Spider-Man 2 for the fucking PlayStation 2.
I want to play this game because it kind of looks like Batman with Spider-Man.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah.
But the thing is, there was one complaint I had about this.
Okay.
And it was the game looked almost like it was too easy, or the person who was playing it was too good.
Yeah.
Or they had like the cheat codes on.
Yeah. That's very true. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't look remotely challenging. I didn't think the combat was really all that interesting. There was some stuff I kind of liked that they had included, but I mean the web swinging is where it is for me. I want to jump off of tall buildings in Manhattan and swing my way to wherever I want to go. And I want there to be like random crimes in progress that I just happen to come upon and stop. That's what I want to do. That's it. And it looks like that game this game is very aware of that and has implemented that pretty well.
Yeah. The whole I didn't get a sense of how big the open world is in it, but it looked to be pretty considerable.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. I was a little disappointed in what they showed like in the conference itself, because it was just the intro where you're basically fighting on the raft and that's it. I watched just some other gameplay videos, but yeah, it looks like it's basically at least all of Manhattan, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, but usually when they say all of Manhattan, they tend to shrink it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, The Division said the same thing. If you can go back to another Ubisoft title that really disappointed everybody, Watch Dogs said it was about Chicago.
Yeah.
And if you've ever been to Chicago, there are a surprising number of rivers in that game.
Yes. Yeah.
Why is Chicago an island?
That's kind of curious.
I've been there. There's, the Illinois River and the Chicago River.
Yeah.
That's
Got
about
Lake
it.
Michigan, so you're kind of on the coast.
There's a big body of water over there.
Yeah.
God, what a disappointing game.
Yeah, it was not a very good game.
It's like, this is like Grand Theft Auto if everything sucked.
Yeah. But yeah, Spider-Man. I'm excited for that, and I'm hoping that it does really well. And Marvel's like, maybe we should start making video games again. Maybe there should be video games based on our characters.
Does anybody own any IP that we could turn into a video game?
Right? Like, I don't know if there's enough.
Maybe they could make like a video game that combined a whole bunch of people, and it would be like the super best team up game.
I don't know if that would ever work. It sounds like too much to manage. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe they could just do it with the X-Men.
That'd be all right.
Oh, you're not even going to pretend like that's not possible.
Yeah. I'm excited for that game.
The only things that I didn't like that I saw was the not being able to be hit.
Yeah.
Because the guy was too good. And I was a little bit like, I don't want to aerial juggle people with combos.
Oh, yeah. I did not like that either. Yeah, there was definitely some stuff about the way I guess they're doing the fight animations, I guess, and some of the combos. But yeah, I think Spider-Man is not like, he can't fly and he can't make other people fly. So, I don't need this.
I think they're just trying to get that heroic feeling to it. Yeah. And it just kind of looks weird.
It does. It looks weird, and it's way too frequent, I think. But there's stuff I like. I like the shoot the web at the car door, rip the car door off, and spin it all the way around you. Like that kind of crap was great. But
that was great. Yeah. Just like the exploding web bombs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All that seemed to be pretty well implemented. I am looking forward to it. So as much as you think that I hate Spider-Man, because I do,
I'm surprised.
That Spider-Man movie though, Homecoming, was great.
It was a really good movie. Yeah. Yeah, Spider. What else was at the Sony?
I think that there was at least one other title that caught both of our interests.
I'm well into the maker's mark at this point, so you are gonna have to remind me.
They didn't really go into this much at the conference. They had a lot of stuff from the game at the conference, but they weren't really like hanging a lantern on it.
Okay.
All of the transitions from, other than the interview and the podcast in between, were made in a game that is called Dreams.
Yeah.
And Midget Radio, if you could describe for our audience, what is Dreams?
I guess it's a fucking game engine. I guess it is like, hey, asshole who doesn't know anything about developing games, you can make your own games. You can make your own games or your own fucking animated short films. Or I guess it's a music studio also. Basically, you can create whatever the fuck you want. It kind of sounds like.
Have you ever wanted to make something? Here is the thing for it.
Yeah. It's too like like looking at it. It just feels too good to be true.
There's no way it works.
There's no way. There's no fucking way.
But that said, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I watched the little the conference. It was weird. These seem to be like interludes where you had the guy playing the piano or the guy playing the trumpet.
Yeah.
And other stuff like that. But then they go into like the interviews and all of the showcases after that, and it's like, yeah, so you take out the scoping tool and you can just like boo do do do, and this works. Apparently, it's supposed to work best with like motion controllers. So like
which is weird. Yeah, they were using the gyro or whatever of the fucking controller itself.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, apparently you can do it. So then like, but you can use like the move controllers, which, I mean, holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see where those would become really, really helpful in this sort of thing. And
yeah.
Like they're showing you clone all of these asset pieces and place them together.
Yeah.
And then we're going to rotate and bend this to the side and scale it. And then if you touch this, it does damage to you.
Yeah.
And then you can set how much damage it does.
Yeah.
And you can set scripting.
Yeah.
And it's like,
group items together, keyframe them. Yeah.
do you want to add animation? Just yell into your micro, or do you want to add voices? You can just yell into your microphone.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do that, you can just go onto our webpage and upload the audio.
Yeah.
And it'll appear in your game. And it's just like, what about music? Well, that's a good point. So we've turned the controller into a fucking instrument.
Yeah.
And like there's up and down octaves, and we've only got like 200 instruments or some stupid shit. And
you can pick your scales and stuff, it looked like, too. Because I was like, well, it's not every note on the controller, right? It's like he's pressing whatever the fuck he wants to press on the controller, and it just happens to be in the key of whatever the fuck he's playing. I mean, that's crazy.
and then it's like, so you play this whole thing, but maybe you fucked it up. And like, did you see the video where the guy started the demo after he had recorded something, and the music was visually represented, all of the notes floating in midair.
Oh, okay, yeah.
While this little raccoon guy was running around down below trying to dodge a tree or whatever. Yeah. And like, then they turned to the side and you could see the timeline moving towards a visual plane where when the note hits, it makes that noise.
Yeah.
And if you want to edit it that way, you can. But then if you want to press another button, it just takes you straight into a MIDI keyboard controller or something. And you're just like, how?
There's no way. There's just no way.
how does this... Okay, let's pretend that what I'm watching can exist.
Yeah.
How many frames per second is this? Because if it was like 2, I'd feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it seems to be running full speed, and I'm just
I don't get it. Yeah.
Do you want to sculpt a character? Well, you can sculpt a character. Or you can go out to this repository and there's just shit ton of everything that you ever need. You put them together, and then you can use stretches and deforms and underlay a skeleton. It's just like...
I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
Did you see one of the interviews or one of the showcases where they went into like the Dreams playlist?
No, I don't think I saw. No,
Okay, so you can go into a Dreams playlist, and I think they did show this on a couple of interviews, and I think for the most part they were going through the same one. Okay. So it starts. It loads a game, and when they show it, it's like it usually takes around 15 seconds to load the game, and you're like, I mean, it takes fucking longer to open a door in Skyrim.
Yeah, no shit. It takes me way longer to actually get into Conan. So it loads up a game, and let's say this game is a little raccoon platformer. Yeah. And then, like, while you're playing that, it's downloading whatever you're going to play next. So you play the game, and it might be interesting, like 2 or 3 minutes long. And you open the chest, and you get the reward that the person. And then it loads up this other game, and let's just say this game is called Please Hug Me, and it literally there was a thing called Please Hug Me where you had all these weird shapes, and this box character that had these 2 outstretched arms, and when they ran,
when the box character moved towards them, the other guys all started to move away, and they're on this floating round platform, so they were throwing themselves to their death instead of hugging this guy.
That's brilliant.
So the game ends
fucking depressing. With the box character throwing himself now into
no, they didn't do that. Okay,
suicidal ending.
so now all of a sudden you're in a black and white forest, and the visual cues are completely different. It looks like you're playing a Silent Hill game.
Oh,
Your
wow.
character is completely in profile, just a dark silhouette against this grainy background, and you're running forward, and then suddenly there's like jump frames where like a ghost appears for 2 frames, and then it's gone. And it's like, now we're going to go to this next thing. This is a game where you and somebody else can play as 2 hammers.
Okay.
And what do the hammers do? Well, first the hammers try to whack these balloons into a goal, and then after that they try to do something else, and then there's this third game where they're all on like a board, and the board is made out of jigsaw puzzles, and as they smash, the board disintegrates and then it's a bottomless pit. So the idea of that game is that you're supposed to try to make the other person fall into the bottomless pit that you just created. And you're like, I don't understand this. Yeah. And then it goes straight to 2D cell shaded side scroller. And you're like,
what the fuck? Jesus.
What is it? Okay, next game, text adventure. What?
That's awesome.
Next game, docking simulator for a like space station pod.
What the hell?
So you're just looking through like this like green night vision scope, trying to like get the rotation right.
Yeah.
So you can dock your stupid thing and feed the people on the space station. Next, we're going to take you to a dogfighting simulator. And you're like, wow, what in the world? One of them was an interactive music video where as you were running, this kind of like techno metal music, like you got to a different part, it would transition into the next part of the song.
Oh, wow.
And you're just running towards the camera, and you're like, how?
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
And then they tell you, okay, so we have a storyline. So you buy this game, and there's actually a campaign that you get for sure. Like there's going to be at least one thing for you to do in this game other than waste your time.
Yeah.
And we want you to know that everything that we made in this campaign was made in engine.
That's crazy.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it until it comes out.
And even then it's going to be hard. It's going to be in your room, and you're going to be like, I have died. This is all an illusion.
Yeah. This is all made up and whatever.
Until you realize that you suck at it, then it starts to become a little bit more apparent that it might be real.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, this is one of the most impressive game titles I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy the fuck out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Even if I'm terrible at it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to, I think. Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, and I would honestly love to run through just the stupid shit that people have come up with.
Oh, yeah, that would be super fun. Yeah, I'm going to make a Tactic Angel Go Fuck Yourself game for sure. And
I was going to make a game where you can play as Tactic Angel or Midget Radio. And if you play as Midget Radio, you have to descend into hell and try to fight off all of the Midget Radios that are trying to destroy people by taking away their individualism.
That's fucking great.
And then if you play as Midget Radio, the idea is just to kill as many people as possible, just like all the other socialists.
Yeah. Until you're the last one left, and then you win.
At the end, you win of the desert, militia Viking throne.
Love it.
But like, you can literally just freeform sculpt a character, and you can animate them so that their legs run. So I could make a midget radio that could actually run around.
Yeah.
Like any other platformer that you've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't understand.
I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it. So.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, clearly I was very impressed with this.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, it's insane. I was actually really interested in the music creation stuff because it looked like there's a straight up multi-track editor in there. It looks like I mean, it's just it's crazy what all they've. I don't know. I wonder how complicated like the mixing is. It doesn't make sense to me that all of that is just in a fucking game engine. It's like you can upload your own. Like really, like am I uploading WAV files or MP3 to some fucking place and what? Like it's just crazy.
Listen to Wednesday Night Gentlemen on the PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is this rated?
But yeah, I don't.
I mean, the one thing that would probably turn me off of this game is if we found out there was a really draconian terms of service where it's like, you can't make any money off of this ever.
Nope. And we own all your shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a pass.
Yeah. 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 I don't know, man. It's titillating, but yeah.
It's just holy shit.
Yeah.
And it's actually really beautiful.
It is. Yeah. It looks really good. Yeah.
I mean, like everything has kind of like this. I mean, everything looks honestly sort of dreamy. It has this like sort of oil painted.
It does. Yeah.
in real time sort of look to it, and like the backgrounds are shifting color in these little sort of little minuscule minor sorts of transitions, but it all looks really good.
Yeah.
It's just I just don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't understand. How many times have I said I don't understand?
Because it doesn't make sense. So it's fair. Dreams is my big winner for E3. Yeah. And that's where it will be debuting. In your fucking dreams. But
I honestly think that this is a game that or a platform or a program or however you want to look at it that is going to infuriate me.
Yeah.
The amount of time that I've spent building castles in Conan.
Oh my god, yes.
Now imagine that you can build things that aren't just made out of squares and triangles.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Forget it. Just forget
Turns out this is really hard.
Yeah.
I quit.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably.
So yeah. Dreams wins. I give my silver medal to Doom Eternal because if I'm not making a kiddie video game platformer, then I want to be murdering demons with my bare hands.
Hell yeah. Yeah, the first thing I thought was, can I make like an X-Men game? Can there be an X-Men game? Can someone make an X-Men game for this? Because Jesus Christ, please let me play that.
I bet that's going to be a copyright problem.
I don't understand how it works.
Yep.
That was Sony's. Was there another conference?
There was a PC conference and there was a Nintendo call-in show.
Oh, great. Super Smash Brothers, I heard about that.
Yeah, I just don't care.
Yeah, neither do I. Neither do I. Oh, I may actually, I never fucking play PC games, but I may for Cyberpunk 2077. I'm really fucking curious about that game.
I believe that is a multi-platform game.
I hope that's how it turns out. I know, like, every time well, I guess whenever we've seen stuff for it, it seems to be on a PC. Maybe fucking Xbox too. I don't know, but
it was at the Xbox conference, and the only reason I didn't bring it up is because I have been trying not to bring up. I mean, I've been trying not to bring up other things because, like, Resident Evil 2 technically showed up at.
I don't give a shit. Yeah,
I kind of wanted to play it a little
really,
bit, but kind of a little bit. But
I don't understand their numbering system anymore.
It's a remake of the second game.
Oh, that's what it is? Just a straight up remake? Okay.
So I think they may have taken some liberty and messed with the plot a little bit, but I think you're Leon. It's your first day at the right?
Yeah.
The Raccoon City Police Department.
Yeah.
So I mean, the premise is all the same. How it works out, I think, is probably going to be a little different. Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, according to.
Oh, good.
So I don't think you're going to need to worry about that.
Good. I do really want to play that game.
I want to play it too. Cyberpunk is a great and underutilized genre.
I never did play the tabletop version, but I do like that it's based on a tabletop game. And I would like to play the tabletop version of it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that game. The trailer looked pretty interesting. I don't understand what the gameplay is going to be like at all, but I'm definitely excited for it.
I can't tell you for sure, but I mean, it's from CD Projekt Red, right? So
yeah,
they're the people who do
they did The Witcher. Yeah, which I never played, but
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a third person over the shoulder experience.
Well, I watched the interview with the dude from CD Projekt Red, and he said it's actually gonna be a first person experience, but went out of his way several times to say this is an RPG, not just a shooter. It is not. It is a first person experience apparently, and there will be guns and there will be melee combat as well. But it's supposed to be a pretty deep RPG as well. So he kept saying this is an RPG with first person, shooter elements, but it is an RPG first. So maybe a little more like Skyrim, where you have
Fallout.
And Fallout.
Yeah, Fallout.
Yeah,
minus the VATS. Maybe with the VATS.
The VATS would be nice. But yeah,
how are you gonna make VATS work with everybody's on the same server at the same time?
Yeah.
System.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no way, right? There's no way. And VATS is awesome.
Right? Does it like you're over here and you're like crafting your castle and somebody's just gonna nuke in 5 minutes?
Yeah. That would really piss me off. You just turn
as you're putting down this wall, it goes into VATS time.
Yeah.
Because somebody who's 3 maps away from you is trying to shoot a rat in the head.
Yeah.
And you just can't do it.
Yeah. There's no way. There's no way they could implement that. And it's like, if they don't, well, now it's just a fucking Twitch first person shooter. Fuck that.
First person shooter thing. Yeah. I'm going to guess that they're going to go with some other thing and they're going to call it VATS, but it's not going to be VATS.
No.
You're going to be able to do like little things to augment damage against people or to make them shoot less accurately or something like that. And it's not going to have that slow thing. It's going to be like magic. It's going to work like magic.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Tactic Angel.
Magic.
And that's just going to suck.
Yeah.
It's just going to suck.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. Man, no VATS would be annoying, and anything different from VATS would be annoying.
I hate all the things that are different.
All things that are different are shit. So
I think they could make a system, but if you take away the VATS, it is pretty much starting to be a straight up first person shooter.
Yeah, fuck that.
With RPG elements, but
yeah.
One of the reasons why VATS was necessary is because things like ghouls were pretty fast.
Yeah.
So if they were crazy slow, they could take away the need for it.
Yeah.
But at that point, it's just an easy first person shooter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know either.
I guess we will see.
I'm gonna play the first player or first person or single player, Jesus Christ, version for sure. So
well, we will see if I play it at all.
I am sure you will. You son of a bitch.
There's a high likelihood, but
unless there's like a big World of Tanks update or something, I don't know. And then
there is a big World of Tanks update. Actually, Wargaming was at E3 to announce the World of Tanks
even more tanks
4.5 version that's coming out in 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
A week and 2 days. It's about mercenaries.
No way.
These mercenaries are not part of they're not part of any nation. They're their own nation.
And they also have tanks.
All of their tanks are like tanks from other nations, but they've been like put together in different ways. So you have like the Panzerkampfwagen 3 body with a different turret,
like
and a
Mad
different
Max
gun
style tanks. That's cool.
It is. One of them even has like they spray painted like teeth on the lower front plate.
Oh wow.
So it looks like this angry face as it's driving towards you. Oh my gosh, that's gonna make World of Tanks so much better. Angry face tank.
Well, it needed something.
That's what it's called.
It needed something. So I'm glad they spiced it up a little bit.
I'm going to tell you a true story here. This has nothing to do with anything, and nobody listening to the podcast will care. I was playing some game where you're supposed to illustrate something.
Okay.
And hand it to the person to the left. And then they're supposed to write down what you think it is. And then they pass it to their left. And the person has to draw what that person thought you were supposed to be drawing.
What the fuck? Okay.
And then the next person guesses, and then the next person draws, and the next person guesses.
Okay.
Until it goes all the way around. And I think it's kind of like the telephone game, but with sketchbooks.
Yeah.
Instead. The word that I got was sweet tooth.
Oh, okay.
So naturally, I drew an ice cream truck with a giant flaming clown head on top.
Okay, nice. Nice.
And I handed it to this woman who I was pretty sure had never played a video game in her life. And I was like, this is happening. I don't care.
That's awesome.
That was actually pretty fun. But Sweet Tooth connection to the Twisted Metal.
Fuck yeah.
And video games, which we talk about a lot here on
all
the Wednesday Night Gentlemen.
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. This is
and
your
anyone
place.
who doesn't think so.
They're not listening. I mean, they're fucking idiots, apparently. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're just being assholes.
Yeah, I think that's part of what. Yeah,
I think they're intentionally
it's
just being
trolling and
but
fuck them. Fuck them.
So that has been episode number 55 of the Wednesday Night Gentlemen Multimedia Empire official podcast. Thank you everyone for listening. Please give this video a like if you'd like it. Subscribe if you want to hear more of this nonsense. You can catch us on Twitter where we are at WNG_MME_OPC, or you can head on over to Facebook where we are simply the Wednesday Night Gentlemen. Thank you everyone again for listening, and we will see you on episode number 56 of this podcast.
Bye-bye.